close your eyes for a second. Can you smell it? That unmistakable mix of fresh-baked bread wafting from the in-house bakery, the faint tang of wax-produced floors, and the chatter of neighbors catching up in the cereal aisle? If you're from the Midwest, those Saturday morning runs to the local grocery weren't just errands. They were rituals woven into the fabric of family life from the rolling cornfield of Iowa to the steel-hearted streets of Chicago. These stores were more than shelves stocked with canned goods. They were community anchors, where kids begged for comic books at checkout and dads debated the best cut of steak with the butcher. But in the relentless march of big-box behemoths like Walmart and Kroger, these hometown heroes faded into whispers of remember when. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on 10 forgotten Midwest grocery stores that deserve their spot in the Hall of Legends. From pioneering innovators to discount darlings, these chains shaped how we ate, shopped, and connected. 10. Eagle Food Centers. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Eagle Food Centers, a true Midwest flyer that soared for over a century before grounding for good. Picture this. It's 1893 in Davenport, Iowa, and the Tenenbaum family opens the doors to what will become a grocery empire, starting as a modest market focused on fresh, affordable staples for hard-working families. By the roaring 20s, self-service shopping was the name of the game, and Eagle was ahead of the curve, expanding into full supermarkets that dotted Iowa, Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. At its 90s peak, over 60 stores served up everything from Eagle-branded produce to those iconic paper bags that ended up as picnic blankets at county fairs. Remember the thrill of spotting a BOGO deal on your favorite cereal? Eagle made those everyday wins feel like victories. But fierce competition from national giants clipped its wings. By 2000, bankruptcy forced a sale, and the last store shuttered in 2003, leaving behind 1,100 loyal employees and a 6% market share in spots like New Lenox, Illinois. Today, Eagle's just a faded sign on an old building, but its legacy? Soaring high in the memories of folks who still crave that small-town service. If Eagle was your go-to, what's one item you miss most? 9. Hinky Dinky. Sliding into number 9, we head to Nebraska for Hinky Dinky, the quirky chain that turned grocery runs into grand adventures. Founded in 1925 by brothers Jewel, Henry, and Albert Newman, along with cousin Ben Silver, in Omaha, the name was a playful nod to the Piggly Wiggly craze and a World War I song. Pure Midwest whimsy at its finest. What set Hinky Dinky apart? Innovation. They rolled out the first wheeled shopping carts in the region, added automated doors for that futuristic flair, and even tucked in-store banking and mobile libraries to keep families lingering. By the 60s, dozens of stores blanketed Nebraska, Iowa, and beyond, where the Hink became shorthand for fresh meats and fun. Think lines snaking out for those quirky named specials that filled lunchboxes coast to coast. But acquisition blues hit hard. Sold to Cullum Companies in 1972, the spark dimmed as profits waned, leading to most closures by 1985 and the final farewell in 2000. Hinky Dinky's gone, but its inventive spirit? Still wheeling through every modern supermarket. You push a cart in. Fans, sound off. Which Hinky memory makes you smile? 8. National Tea. At number 8, we're brewing up some Chicago magic with National Tea, a powerhouse that steeped the Midwest in fresh flavors for decades. It all started in 1899 on North Avenue, when Danish immigrants George and Thorvald Rasmussen opened a single shop slinging coffee, tea, spices, and direct from farmer produce, beating the Great Depression with rock-bottom prices and a fresh guarantee that kept shelves pristine. By 1929, the chain exploded to 1,627 stores across the Midwest and beyond, claiming top 10 status nationwide with over 160 spots just in Chicago alone by the 20s. Folks flocked for the no-wilt veggies and neighborly chats, turning shopping into a social hour amid the jazz age buzz. But 70s scandals, a shady exec skimming millions, brewed trouble, leading to a 1976 sale to NP that diluted the magic, the last Midwest outpost steeped out by the 80s. National Tea? It wasn't just groceries. It was a daily cup of community. Pour one out for this legend. What's your national tea tale? 7. Kohl's Food Stores. Number 7 takes us to Wisconsin for Kohl's Food Stores, the hearty heartland chain born from immigrant grit. In 1927, Polish newcomer Maxwell Kohl launched a corner grocery in Milwaukee, bootstrapping it into the state's grocery king by the 70s with 95 stores across Wisconsin and Illinois, slinging everything from Friday fish fries to neighborhood staples. Those arch roof 50 supermarkets? Pioneers with 1951 designs that scream progress, complete with fresh bakeries and butchers who knew your name. It was a go-to for holiday hams and gossip sessions, embodying that Cole family ethos of value and warmth. Sold to British American Tobacco in the 80s, then A&P in 2003, the food side couldn't compete with the department store glow-up. Closures swept in, final bow in 2003. Cole's groceries may be history, but their roots? Still feeding the legend of Midwest retail resilience. 6. Ultra Foods. Dipping to number 6, Ultra Foods slashed its way into hearts as the ultimate discount dynamo of the 80s. Launched in 1981 in Highland, Indiana, this no-frills chain grew to 16 stores across northern Indiana and Chicago burbs, undercutting rivals by 25 to 30% on everything from cereal to choice cuts. It was a budget hero for tight-knit families, with Steal of the Week flyers becoming kitchen table treasures and those bare-bones aisles buzzing with savvy shoppers. Tied to Strachan Van till Ultra kept the Chicagoland fed affordably for decades. But mega chains loomed large, and in 2017, Parent Central Grocers pulled the plug amid bankruptcy woes, shuttering the last spots like the Merrillville holdout. Ultra's deals are dust now, but the thrill of the hunt endures in every clearance rack we raid. 5. Marsh Supermarkets. Mid-list at number 5, Marsh Supermarkets marched strong through Indiana's ups and downs. Irma Marsh kicked it off in 1931 with a $2,900 loan for a 1,000-square-foot Muncie shop, turning pennies into progress amid the Depression. Post-World War II, it ballooned. 1957's East 53rd Street flagship wowed, with fresh bakeries smelling of home, hitting 86 stores by 2013 across Indiana and Ohio, a 40% indie market grip in 91. School lunches, holiday feasts. Marsh was there, pioneering warehouses in 52 for farm fresh efficiency. But private equity stumbles post. 2006 buyout led to 2017 bankruptcy, closing all doors. Marsh's march ends, but its community cadence echoes on. 4. White Hen Pantry. Number 4 clucks into view with White Hen Pantry, the feisty convenience king of the Windy City. Hatched in 1965 in Lombard, Illinois, it grew to 261 franchise spots across the Midwest by the 90s. Your midnight milk run or deli platter savior. That jingle? White Hen Pantry, where the good things are pure earworm magic, evoking warm cashiers and emergency fixes that felt like family. Post 9/11 slump spiraled it. Sold to Clark Retail in 2000. Then 7-Eleven scooped it in 2006 for rebranding, erasing the hen by 2009. White Hen's nest is empty, but its quick comforts still the stuff of late-night legends. 3. Dahl's Foods. Bronze medal at number 3 goes to Dahl's Foods, Iowa's farm-to-table trailblazer. Wolverine Filbert W.T. Dahl planted the seed in 1931 with a 1,000-square-foot Des Moines spot for $600, blooming into the Midwest's largest supermarket by 1952, a whopping 21,000-square-foot behemoth on Beaver Avenue. Over 20 stores emphasize local meats and Dahl's deal steals, feeding families through booms and busts. But rising costs and high-V heat waves crushed it. 2014 bankruptcy handed reins to a Kansas City crew, with full closures by 2015. Dahl's harvest? Reaped, but its fresh legacy ripens in Iowa lore. 2. Farmer Jack. Farmer Jack, till Michigan's grocery soil deep. Roots in 1924 Detroit, when Russian Jewish immigrants Tom Borman and Sam Burlack opened Tom's Quality Meats, evolving to the Discount Farmer Jack banner in 1963 with 50-plus Motor City stores by the 80s. Cheap veggies and kid-friendly vibes made it a staple, self-service pioneers turning shopping into play. A&P acquisition in 1982 revived it briefly, but union battles and big box wars felled it in 2007. Farmer Jack's field lies fallow, yet its bountiful bargains bloom eternal. 1. Dominic's Finer Foods. Dominic's Finer Foods, the Sicilian soul of Chicago groceries. In 1918, Immigrant Dominic DeMatteo unlocked his first 1,000-square-foot deli on West Ohio Avenue, hand-picking the finest for West Side families. By the 90s, 100-plus Illinois stores added video rentals and delis that screamed lifestyle. Fresh stores from 93 blending food and pharma like no other. It was more than meals. It was heritage, with customer service that felt like Nano's hug. Safeway's 1998 buyout soured with price hikes, closing all by 2013. Dominic's endures as Chicago's finest lost love. What a trip down those memory-lined aisles. From Eagles flights to Dominic's heartfelt feasts, these 10 Midwest grocery legends remind us how stores once stitched our communities together, one cart at a time. They vanished under the weight of corporate tides, but their stories? They're the real treasures, sparking laughs, sighs, and I remembers that keep the spirit alive. So, rewinders, which of these hit closest to home? Was it a Hinky Dinky cart adventure or a Dominic's deli dream? Spill in the comments. I read every one. If it stirred your nostalgia pot, smash that subscribe for more forgotten gems. Drop a like to honor these heroes, and ring the bell so you never miss a rewind. Thanks for joining the journey. Until next time, keep those memories fresh. Catch you in the past.